Next up, dogs need to be hydrated and replenished with vitamins just like we do. But how do we ensure they're getting what they need? Veterinarian and Replenish founder Rachel joins us from Houston, Texas with some important info. Rachel?
Hydration is so important for dogs, especially when they're exercising. I was at the dog park one day with my dog Sammy, and he was it looked like he was going to have a heat stroke. He was panting, his gums were tacky, he was like turning that ropey red, and I was like, I wish I could just give you a Gatorade drink to cool you down. And dogs won't drink anything when they're hot and panting. So I thought to myself at that moment, I was like, we need some kind of dog water supplement. So in the veterinary clinic, we treat a lot of heat stroke too. So from that experience and kind of my knowledge of seeing a lot of heat stroke, I went on to do about a year of research and see like what actually helps dogs rehydrate and cool down. And the reason hydration is so important is because of the way dogs dissipate heat. So we all know they pant, but the reason they're panting is because when they breathe in cool air, it then extracts the heat from the blood vessels in their nose and their mouth, and they exhale it out. So that's the only way they can get rid of heat. They don't sweat like we do. We sweat, we cool down, but they don't sweat except a little bit on their paws. So really panting is their main method. But if they're panting and they're dehydrated, then those blood vessels in their nose and mouth don't have much blood in it, and then they don't have much of an area to extract that heat from. The University of Pennsylvania actually has a working dog center where they did all these studies on these working dogs, meaning like search and rescue dogs, to see what can you put in their water to help them perform better, help them cool down better, help their organ function, their heart function. And so I took those findings and kind of took what I thought were the best components and put them together to create my supplement called Replenish. And one of the biggest things they found was if you just make the dog's water taste good, they want to drink it, which kind of makes sense. So one of the biggest components of my product is it's an all-natural human chicken broth cooler. Some people drink these just for kind of protein and collagen, but I put a human-grade one in my product, and the dogs love the flavor of it. The other thing they found that helps dogs recover after exercise, and it's the same as in humans, is if they eat or drink some kind of simple carbohydrate within an hour after exercise, it replenishes their energy storage, which is referred to as glycogen storage. So your storage in your cells, where our cells use energy, and they're depleted. If you consume some kind of simple carbohydrate within an hour after exercise, it replenishes that almost to 80 to 100% within 24 hours. Whereas if you just feed them the night after exercise, you're only about 70% the next day.
I really appreciate this woman talking about the fact that they did a lot of research in terms of what is helpful for the dog to cool down. That's not something we hear about every day. What vitamins work the best to help the dog cool down?